school at a university. And she has been interviewing me a lot about entrepreneurship, which is neat. So
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that really is cool.
Yeah.
Where's she in school?
Western Carolina,
cool.
I guess. But she lives in Lenore County, so she's doing it online. But to have a master's program in entrepreneurship, that would be amazing.
That is interesting. Yeah.
That is cool. And you have a new team member, is that right?
Well, Ash Fitzgerald.
She's so wonderful.
Golly. Oh my gosh. Well, she actually started in March, but when she was in Raleigh and we did the Zoom thing, and she just immediately like fit right in. And then she came home for the summer, so we were able to see each other a lot.
She's awesome.
And and it's just like family. But yeah, I reached out to Grace Bell.
Yep.
Knowing that she probably didn't have time to help me out, but she's like, I know the perfect person.
Yeah, and they're best friends. That's actually
yeah.
I realized that you were working with, or Ashley was working with you. We were at Big Rock. We were wearing the hats.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
And she was like, "Oh my gosh, I work with Caroline." I was like, "Well, this is just the best ever." So she's wonderful.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Close the loop.
I feel very lucky. Yes.
Awesome. Yay. Well, MC, are you ready to take it away and introduce our very special guest today?
I really am. So, and y'all talk about somebody who might have some secrets to tell. Caroline Roberts, let me start at the beginning. Caroline Roberts owns the Simplified Island, you guys. So Caroline is KonMari certified. That is the whole concept of, that you touch each thing and you decide whether or not it sparks joy. We've all heard this kind of sparks joy lexicon that's become part of the organizational world that's out there right now. But what I can tell you guys about Caroline is that she's a pro. So Caroline has a company that's called the Simplified Island, where the services that she has been offering is kind of where she comes into your home and helps you organize and declutter and basically just get your life in order. I mean, we all know that organization of your home is so much more than just having your physical things where they go. It clears up brain space and emotional space and all these things. It's just huge. And Caroline has been into my home and helped me try to start wrangling the craziness that is the King household. So anyway, she has just done an incredible job. And we've wanted to have Caroline on to interview because she has so much to share. And we finally were able to wrangle her because she is launching a new program as part of the Simplified Island. So really excited because what it does is it really makes what she offers accessible to a lot of people. It also creates an ongoing, I think, a maintenance component, Caroline. So I can't really put dive into that, but it kind of keeps it top of mind because y'all know that feeling when you clean your closet out or clean out your kitchen drawers or whatever, and then you go back 3 weeks later and it's all right back where it started. So what we're going to do is to avoid redoing, we only want to go through that pain once. It actually is kind of fun, Caroline, but okay.
Oh, I'm glad you feel that way.
It really is. It really is. There's something just so, once you get into it, there's something so freeing about the whole thing. So
you only looked at me with bad eyes a couple of times.
The pleading, please don't make me do this eyes.
When her voice goes up.
One time where you were like, I think I'm done for today.
That did happen. Caroline was like, "Now I have another hour available," and I was like, "We're all good here."
I don't think I can do it.
To be a fly on the wall, I wish.
Oh man.
Well, we laughed a lot, so it was fun.
Caroline, tell us about the Simplified Island and kind of the history behind it. Let's start there.
Yes. So I've always been organized by nature. I was the kid who would like organize my closet, and I would organize my friends' closets and stuff like that. And I guess it was shortly around when my second child was born, I realized that I was extremely overwhelmed, and there was no amount of organizing that was going to get me out of it. And I very slowly, hindsight, you can see everything so clearly, but slowly I was realizing that my house was full of things I thought I should have. And my schedule was full of things I should do. And I am kind of a natural purger. I don't necessarily keep a lot of stuff, but I realized that my house was full of all of these shoulds. And so I started getting rid of stuff. I just started getting rid of stuff. And slowly I was feeling lighter and lighter. I had more free time to play with my kids or to read a book. Whereas before I felt like I was always sorting and moving and just maintaining.
Sure.
Yeah. And around that same time, a friend of mine, it was when the first Netflix show came on with Marie Kondo. And a friend of mine was like, Carolyn, you really need to watch this. Like, and because I just wasn't into it. I don't know. And I was like, okay, fine. I immediately got hooked because it was so the KonMari method, if you're not familiar, it is so based on what brings you joy, your vision, like your vision for where you want to be. And does your home and do your belongings support your vision? And to me, that is where everything was like, hold the phone. There's a lot that is not supporting my vision. Of course, a lot was, but there was a lot that wasn't.
Yeah.
And so I started purging more. I signed up for the KonMari email list, I guess. Mm-hmm. And y'all, I mean, I own another business. Like,
yes. Yeah,
I have a very much a full-time job, and I'm a mom. But when I got the email that they were opening up the education courses for the KonMari consultant certification courses, it was pre-COVID, and I called my husband and I said, I have to do this. I don't know why, but I have to.
It's a have to.
It's a have to. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It may be a trip to Brooklyn. That's a long weekend and a lot of fun, or it may be something that I could do something with, but I have to do it. And of course he's so supportive and he was like, let's do it. So, so he had a blast in Brooklyn while I was in these courses. And
it's a win-win.
Yeah. And then I came back and started the Simplified Island, and it's been 2 years.
That's crazy.
And yeah,
I remember
2 years.
I remember when you first started, we had just met and we went for coffee, and you were talking about it. And I was like,
that.
This is the coolest concept, because really no one around here does it. And
having
someone that clearly has the passion that you do about it is it's infectious and makes people just want to be organized.
Oh, I know. I feel inspired. And it's so true about the vision. Like, if you want to be the kind of mom who hangs out with their kids and is relaxed and has an open door policy in their home, then you probably don't need like a bunch of white throws all over your white sofa with your, like trying to think about, does your home support your vision for who it is that you want to be?
that's really
that's
it. Such a great thing to start with vision. We talk about that a lot, Meg, starting with the vision of, okay. So Caroline, traditionally the services that you've offered have been where you come into folks' homes and you help walk them through the KonMari method, which I have loved because it's so great to have the support and someone to say, let's keep going. But tell us about this new service that you're offering, this new membership that you're offering.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Tell us about it.
So, well, the one-on-one is very close to my heart. It is so fun. I'm not one to just, like chat with everyone in a room. I want to get deep with someone.
Sure.
And social butterfly, that's what's named. But I love like deep conversations and getting to know people. So I love the one. I just simply don't have the time to do a lot of it. And what I also found was that one, it's expensive. Two, someone has to have the time also we've dealt with this, working our schedules is really challenging.
Yeah.
And then, so you have to have the time. And then 3, you have to be in a place where you can open up your home to someone else. And not everybody is there. And it makes me kind of sad because I can't get in there to help. But I get it. We all, when you hear a knock on the door, have a moment of like, who's that? And what do I need to do?
I hit the floor. I'm like, nobody's home.
Yeah. So the membership is going to solve all of those problems. yet still have a lot of time with me, which is really what I love. So what we'll do is we have a core content that is going to teach you. It's essentially a course online. So it's going to teach you how to find your vision. So many people are drowning in shoulds, woulds, and coulds that they don't even know what their vision is. And some people, and this was me for sure, are so overwhelmed with the day-to-day, the minutia, that they can't see, a week or 2 weeks or a month, so we're going to do the vision. I'm going to teach you how to declutter. There is a way, and it's not necessarily the KonMari way because it doesn't fit for everyone. We're going to organize. So we're going to have a home for all of the things that are left over. And then we're going to create some systems. Like that's really what sets my world on fire is, what do people do when they walk in the house? It should just be like clockwork. And, no, my kindergartner, it's not fun, but eventually we'll keep doing it and we're creating those systems. So, that's just one example of when people come in the door, but it's also, what do you do before you go to bed? And it doesn't have to be, some fancy face cream, but just the systems that keep things going and that fuel your vision is what it's all about.
I think that's so great. And I also think you're saying systems. I think it's systems, but it's also habits, right?
Yes, for sure.
Listen to a podcast this morning about essentially that's all we are is the compilation of our own habits. That's our personality. And so how do you have habits that support your own mental clarity, your own emotional, having the space to process things. So I think this all plays in so well with that.
Yeah,
so Caroline, so number one, so what I want to understand next is how do you sign up? And kind of walk us through what's the cost, and then what do you expect? Like, do you get an email every so often? Do you get a
Okay. So when you join, so what this is the founding membership, and that essentially means you're going to get a great price. It's $24 a month or $58 for a quarter.
Amazing.
So you're going to get a great price, and also you're going to get extra attention from me because I want your feedback. I have not converted my one-on-one services into this form before. And so I am counting on these founding members to tell me, I have the content for you, but do you want a video? Do you want a podcast? Do you want it written? Do you want to focus more on decluttering or, does everyone have kids or that kind of thing? And that's going to really help me, create the content and structure it in a way that, in a few months we'll have another launch and it'll be all nice and shiny. Cool. And of course everything grows and develops, but that's the idea. These founding members, they're going to have to bear with me a little bit because not everything is there yet. But in return, they're getting a lot of perks too.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so outside of the,
I want checklist, Caroline. Checklist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Yep.
So outside of the core membership that's always there, there's going to also be monthly content. So nice. I'm super excited. I've already reached out to a few people, guest experts who are going to help us with meal planning and budgets and personal finance. And also, how do we organize like wills and insurance policies, all that stuff, but it's so important. And once you do it, it's amazing. I've actually had a one-on-one client. She said the next day, she said, you have no idea how lighter I feel. I had no idea that was weighing on me so much. She said, but now I know every single insurance policy we have, and I have, our wills here, and they're in our safe. And if something were to happen to my husband and I, my kids know how to get it. And I mean, it almost made me cry that she was just like, it just made such it was so small, but it made such a huge impact. So that's really, I'm excited about the monthly stuff because that's really what I think is little things that are gonna have a weight lifted off people.
Absolutely.
And Caroline, like hearing you talk, like my heart's getting warm because I like to think of myself as an organized person, but I don't think I actually am. Is this something for that you're targeting more moms and like stuff like that? Or can people can anyone join? What's your goal?
Yeah. So, women, you don't have to have children, but I do want to be clear. Children create a lot of mess. Yeah. And so I would be doing a disservice to not include kid stuff.
Totally.
I think you could definitely get a lot out of it if you don't have kids, but there will be kid stuff in there.
Got it. Good to know.
Yeah.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So if somebody's watching this right now or listening and they're interested in joining, what do they do?
So the website is thesimplifiedisland.com/founding member launch.
Okay.
And, we've been all over Instagram this week. Sorry if it's
I love it.
It's great.
When Ash and I work together and we like create these plans and stuff, and then like I can't open up Instagram without seeing my face. I'm like, oh gosh, please make it stop.
I love it. You're doing it right, Caroline. That means
I know, yeah. But anyway. So so Instagram or thesimplifiedisland.com/founding member launch.
Right.
Okay.
We'll post
how long do people have to sign up?
Until tonight at 10 p.m.
People get on it. I mean,
Eastern time.
Eastern. I love that. EST.
Yes. And I don't stay up late, but I'll be staying up late, making sure that all questions are answered, DMs are answered, emails are answered. So.
Love it. That's awesome.
I'm excited, Caroline. Guys, I think this is going to be some really amazing content. I think these are the kind of things that they change everything because it seems so small, but again, it just gives you the space in so many ways that you need to kind of do your best. And I think it's so true for my kids too. My gosh, I feel like when we've got clutter and stuff all around them, I know it impacts them. And it sure does make mornings and evenings a whole lot harder.
Oh yeah, it's true. And they're watching, they're watching what we're doing and all that. So
you're right.
Even my kindergartner the other day like handed me some toy and he was like, let's donate this. Like,
buddy.
All right.
That's so great. Good for him.
Yeah. Like I don't think anybody wants that, but okay.
So Meg, we've got a few rapid fire questions for Caroline, don't we? Would you run her through those before we wrap up? Caroline, we love the rapid fire.
Yeah, I do too.
Yay. And I know you were talking about systems and vision and everything like that. So when I say the word organization in these, you can take it with a grain of salt and think of it as the bigger picture.
Sure.
So number one, if I were to start, or anyone watching were to start an organization project, or they want to get their life in order in a specific area, where's the first place that you always start?
Okay. If you really want to do it well and thorough, you've got to figure out your goal and how you want your space to serve you.
Okay. So it's
and then get rid of your stuff.
Right. That's true. So don't start with the stuff, start with the goal.
But you have to know where you're going. Yeah.
Sure. I love that. Okay. Number two, what is your favorite room to tackle with organization? You personally?
Oh my gosh. I love a home office.
Oh man. I was expecting a closet or a pantry, but you said
no. I love a home office. I mean, a kitchen's close, but home office, they're like the hub. You know, they do everything.
That's true. Now, I know you just said to start with the goal and end with the items themselves, which I feel like is a hack, but do you have any other top hacks for organization?
Yeah. So, don't fill up your stuff. So when you're organizing, don't fill up your bins. Try to keep your drawers nice and airy. And I'll tell you why, because we aren't going to use things that are a pain to get out. And we sure aren't going to put them back if they're a pain to put back. So especially with kids, they're not going to struggle to put something back. So make sure nothing's too full or overflowing, or make sure things are easy.
Ooh, that's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
So true. And so true. Now, last one, what is one system that you have set up in your own home that you think everyone should have set up in their own home?
I'm a big fan of drop zones.
Oh.
So like when you walk in the door, you're carrying something usually. Where does that stuff land? It's usually a kitchen counter or a table by a door, but we are fortunate to have a closet that's fairly convenient, and we have hooks in there, and so even the little ones know, like, this is where that goes. Even my husband knows, like, this is where that goes, and this is where the keys go, and so it makes, like Mary Cheatham mentioned, leaving and coming back so much easier.
That's genius. Drop zones. Okay.
Drop zones. Yeah. It doesn't have to be fancy. I mean, it could be like a 3M hook for your keys.
Sure.
Yeah.
But having a designated area for where you put
every
your things
time.
when you come home. Love
every
that.
time. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Mary Cheatham, would you like to ask Caroline our final question?
I love that. That was a lot of finals.
A lot of them.
Caroline, we want to know what's saving your life right now.
Y'all, if you follow me on Instagram, you may know that I have started running.
Yes, I love following your journey.
I know it's really been fun to watch, Caroline, for real.
Fun.
Like where you started and where you are.
I could barely run a mile on June 1st. I didn't start on the first for a reason. It just happened to be the first. But on June 1st, I ran a mile, and it was the most painful thing I've not ever, but it was ugly.
Yeah.
I'm surprised my neighbors weren't calling 911 for me.
Oh my God.
But even just this morning, I ran a 5K, and it was like, oh, I'm just going to go run this morning. And I'm still processing, like, why I love it so much. I think there's the challenge aspect of it. I think shedding the label of, like, oh, I'm not a runner. I think shedding that label, or just label, I think that's part of it. I'm not sure. But running is, like, really my jam right now.
That's
awesome.
That's
so great. And what I found over the years too is I'm right now, I'm definitely not a runner right now, but I have gone through stages where I am. I think running is the most specific. I mean, I feel like any other type of exercise, I could just like maybe not do it well, but I could like hop in and like just kind of do it. But running, you have to do it consistently. I shouldn't say that. I have to do it consistently in order to get any sort of enjoyment out of it, because it's like its own little muscle, like
it is
muscle that my whole body's like, nope. When I even think about it.
Yeah. I mean, I was crushing Peloton rides, and I've always loved lifting weights and Pilates and stuff, but running, you're right. It's like a whole different beast.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, that's amazing. That's
and I'm real slow. Like, I'm real slow.
Oh man, who cares?
In fact, really I'm pretty sure people could walk beside me.
That's my style too.
You're doing it. Well, Caroline, thank you so much for being here. And we're really excited about your new development. And so guys, check out the Simplified Island / founding member launch. That I was so close. / founding member launch, or just go, if you go to your Instagram, then you can get there from there as well. Right, Caroline?
Yes. Yep, the Simplified Island. It's everywhere.
Or just open your Instagram feed today, and Caroline, give her just a minute, and Caroline, or say her name near your phone.
Yes,
and then
there we go. There we go.
Yeah,
I know.
Thank you, Caroline. Happy Friday, and good luck staying up tonight. Okay.
I know. Thank you. Bye.
Talk to you soon.
Wow.
Oh, that was really cool.
Also, if anyone is not following the Simplified Island, you must follow the Simplified Island. I don't know. It just makes me feel comforted when I see a post from them. It's great quality content. Her captions are always on point. I don't know.
She does a really good job. And her dogs are in there.
Very true. And her adorable kids and her running journey, which I have been following just like you have for the past 2 months. And it has been so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, Mary Cheatham, do you have something that's been saving your life?
I do. And I just had to look it up to see so Walter has been on this little, I don't know, Walter gets on these kind of song obsessions, but the thing that's been saving my life is that Walter's recent song obsession is the song that's called Escape. You might be asking yourself, do I know this song? And the answer is yes, you do, because it is If You Like Pina Coladas. So Walter, we have been listening to, it is actually by someone named Rupert Holmes, which I never knew. So you're all going to be much smarter today that you now know that if you like pina, do I need to sing it? I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do. Although had no idea it was called Escape.
It's called Escape. Walter knows every word. He knows every word. And y'all, here's the thing I need you to hear. He told me a couple of weeks ago when he first started his obsession with this song, he's like, Mom, do you know what this song is about? And I said, I sure do. You know, someone places a personal ad that says, if you like pina coladas, okay. And then the person responds and he said, yes, but Mom, have you ever listened to the words? It's the same. The wife posts the ad and the husband responds, but they don't know that it's each other. Okay. I'm just going to need for you guys to go and listen to the song Escape by Rupert Holmes. You've all heard it a million times if you like pina coladas, but did you ever know? It's like the cutest love story. They were in a rut. And so she placed a personal ad. I mean, it's kind of creepy. She placed a personal ad, then he responded, and then they ended up discovering these brand new sides of each other.
Okay, that's really cute. That's really cute. Also, I will never listen to that song and not think of Walter King.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, like on the way to Moorhead Middle today, just
I couldn't love him more. Couldn't love him more.
We listened to it while we're unloading the dishwasher. We listened to that song. So
what a great song though to be
in my life right now, Meg. What's
I love
saving yours?
Well, that just made me very happy.
Yeah.
But mine is that it's magazine week, edit week, which is very exciting. And it has been an interesting magazine experience this time around. For some reason, I don't know, but all of the changes that each of the editors, and we have Mary Cheatham, of course, we have Landy, we have Mary Cheatham's dad, we have Andy, just so many people have a hand in going back and fixing my spelling errors and making big changes and stuff like that. And I feel like with every edit, I learn something new each time it happens. So when I sit back, I don't know, this happened to me on Tuesday, when I sit back and I'm like, oh, I feel so defeated, so many changes, blah, blah, blah. It's actually flipping my mindset and saying, actually, like, this is how it's going to be from here on out. Or I didn't know that this should be this way and this makes more sense. So I think flipping my mindset of, oh, this is really difficult, or I feel like I'm in a creative rut or something like that, to like, all of these people are here to help, like, get me out of it and help me learn new things has kind of saved my life this week, changing my mindset.
Man, that's so good, Megan. I will say that you always, I think, take feedback so in such a beauty. I was like, okay, great. Okay, well, that makes sense. And you'll say, well, I don't really think so, because, which I love too.
Sure.
But I think that's so I can only imagine how, because when you bring us the magazine, it's 99% there, and then it's just these little tweaks, which really we could keep on doing for forever. But I feel like
totally, we say that every time.
Yeah, you always manage it with such grace, and it's such a good one. I can't wait for you guys to get.
We're excited.
If you're not on our list and you don't receive our quarterly magazine, then just send us a direct message, and we'll make sure that we add you to the list. This is a really cool one. It's got a lot of great information about what's happening around here this fall.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited. So Mary Cheatham, thank you. I'm sure we'll reconnect again today to turn in this bad boy. But until then, hope you have a great day and a great weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday.
I know. Happy holiday weekend.
You too. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.